Welcome in, welcome in. What's going on today? Yeah, it's pretty hot here too. Welcome in, Lazy Sword. What's going on? It's funny how it's always the same people that join all the streams. Remember years ago, I used to watch the card plugs on here, and you'd always see the same people join in every night or every few days. It's cool to see the community going strong. $1 starts. I don't have any $1 starts. Sorry. If there's something you're looking for that's not pictured, I might have it. I got a lot of stuff here, there, and everywhere. So there's a lot of GameCube games here. There's some other stuff too. This are up there. But yeah, we got a lot of the same. I got brand new in box copy of Mario Kart Wii. That's pretty cool. The big box version. Got an inbox Wii wheel, brand new. I don't like having sealed things, so I'd like to sell them. I'd rather have them open and mint than brand new because so tempted to open them. I had a sealed Switch Lite, the Zelda one. I had to open it. I just wanted to look at it. I never even turned it on. Probably a poor decision, but right. I mean, I bought it a week before I picked up my Switch 2. So like, it's not. I didn't buy it to play it. I guess I don't know. It came with the year of expansion pack, and I was like, well, do I want to spend $70 on that? Or two something and get the expansion pack and the Switch Lite. So I took the code out of it, used the code, and now it's just sitting on the shelf. I don't know. I think it was $10 more than a normal Switch Lite, and it came with a year of the subscription. So, and I wanted to play GameCube on the Switch too. So, did anybody get Donkey Kong today? I'm picking mine up tomorrow. I think depends how the stream goes. I guess looks really good. All the reviews are like 10 to 10, game of the year contender, Nintendo's back, like all these different things. And I'm just trying not to get excited because the last time I was really excited for Nintendo was Scarlet and Violet, and I was very disappointed. I bought the Switch OLED so I could play them or whatever, and I think it was the OLED. Yeah, it was bad. When you're getting like 15 frames per second on a brand new game on what the best console you can buy to play it, it was very disappointing. So Violet Now, if you play Violet Now on the Switch 2, it's a completely different game. It runs so smoothly. It's insane. There's like double or triple the wild Pokemon. There's like no loading times. The graphics are better. It's not as stuttery. It's how it should have been at launch. I would have almost rather them delay it. Yeah. I'm sort of excited for Legends ZA, but it looks like it's a weird setup. It's more like a spin off type of thing like Arceus, but Arceus was really good. That's my favorite Pokemon game. Yeah, well, see, the anime didn't even really follow much of it until this new Horizons thing, but it's different anyway. They could have put that off. Game Junkie, what's going on? Yeah, the Scarlet and Violet card game or whatever, the expansions and all that stuff. The beginning of it, I really enjoyed it. I was pumped. And now with all the mess, like you can't even go buy a package without it being scalped. So it's ruined the TCG for me. I spent $300 on Dustin's Rivals, and I've got nothing. So I'm done until the packs are back to $4 or $5 a pack. Yeah, I'm almost at that point where I'm just gonna buy bulk from somebody and buy singles because there's a lot of like really underrated cards just in the normal cards. Like you look at some of the artworks, they're pretty cool. Obviously, the full arts and the trainer galleries and stuff are nicer, but I was on the Pokemon Center earlier today, and they're dropping the Mega Evolution one. And I'm like, oh well, maybe I can get one. And I waited in the queue for 2 hours, and I get in, and then it kicks me out. It says something about fraud, and won't let me go back in. So I don't know. Yeah, I bought a bunch of singles from somebody on Facebook the other day. I paid him $23 for a whole bunch. The price trading value is like $160 or something. So I just want to get rid of them. Sure, they're all legit, but I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of I don't know. I'm not the happiest about it, but I the biggest kick in the ass I did. I bought two of the Pokemon Center 151 ATVs, and I had them for sale for like 3 months. Nobody would buy them, and I was asking, not much over retail. And if I would have kept them, they 10 times the price of them. Andre, what's going on? Tay Tay, what's going on? Got a lot of stuff going today. Just let me know what you're looking for. Get a little bit of everything. Any DS? Yep, right there. There's a whole bunch of loose here. There's some loose over there. There's Heart Gold, and I have some CIB stuff if you want the actual DS, or you want the console. Um, I'll have to take a look. What's your budget? What kind of DS are you looking for? There's about 48 different types. No? Anyways, if anybody's looking for anything, let me know. I do have a DSi. Not in the best shape. It's got a little couple markings on the screen. It's got some wear here. But it does seem to work good. I don't know if you're looking for something like that. I'm no good at Sonic games, but yeah. I've got that one. And then I've got one that's in a little bit worse shape than that one. It looks better, but the hinges aren't very good. So it kind of clicks in, but it doesn't have like a click. It just kind of sits there. When you open it, it's a weird creaky sound. I believe this works good though. Hinge is just a little funky. Somebody's picture on there. Anthony, what's going on? Yeah, this one's got a pretty scratched screen. So, not sure what you guys were after, but those are kind of like reject DSIs. Work good though. P Woodard, what's going on? What you after today? A little bit of everything. If anybody's interested, I also have some 3D printed Switch loose game inserts for the game cases. I 3D printed those this morning. Once they're all installed, they look like this. So it clips into the case, and then you can put your loose games in there. Yeah, I thought they were really neat. I have a bunch of loose, so this was the best way for me to keep track of them all. So I just slapped it in a Minecraft case and good to go. But I thought somebody would enjoy those. But not everybody has the same issue I have. 3DS games. So we do have a whole bunch. Let me just get this stuff out of the way. So for 3DS, we have Mario 3D Land, Mario Kart 7, Kirby Triple Deluxe, Mario Kart 7, Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon, Amazing Spider-Man, Super Smash Bros., Ultimate NES, Mario Tennis, 3D Land, New Super Mario Bros. 2. And then there is a few loose ones there too. So there's Ocarina of Time, Captain Toad, Smash Bros. We have Mario 3D Land, Mario Kart 7, Pokemon Ultra Moon, and then we also have a Japanese version of Ghost in the Dusk. So if any of those interested you, let me know. I think they're all priced, so it won't take long for me to tell you how much. Been selling quite a few of the 3DS games. They've been moving faster than the normal DS games. A lot of people want CIBs, not loose. So makes sense. I have double the amount of this as loose, so a lot of people back then they just got rid of all the cases and put them all in the carrying cases, and that's what's happening with a lot of Switch games too. But not as bad, I find. Probably because people's money is worth more now, or at least it feels like it is. It's worth less. People don't have as much money to throw away. Tech Butler, what's going on? Woodard, was there anything you were looking for there? I do have a 3DS as well. Just a normal 3DS. The screens are pretty good. This one's got like a weird thing under the protector or under the screen or something, but once it's on, you can't tell. This one's got a few nicks in it on the top of the screen there. Everything works good. I used it the other day, and then somebody dropped. I had to glue this piece back on. But other than that, it's one of those scratch and dent type of deals. Not in the best shape, but Madagascar 3, Nicktoons, and Penguins of Madagascar. Nope, I don't have those ones. Sorry, Woodard. It's worth an ask, though. Appreciate it. Yeah, no worries. Leave a follow if you want to come back, and I appreciate you joining. But yeah, if there's anything you want to see, let me know. I've got PS3, PS2, PS4. We've got all the Xbox. We've got all the Nintendos. A little bit of everything for everything. So tell me what you guys want to see, and I'll show it to you. I'm sure we'll work out a deal. I'd like to empty out a lot more of my stock. Way too much stuff here. Mad Max, welcome in. Got a little bit of everything tonight, so just let me know what you're looking for, and we'll get you geared up. These case things are really sweet. They come right out. They click right in. I really like it, so I printed a whole bunch today just to hoping somebody would be interested. I mean, like anything, if you're rough with it, it might break. Lana Rose, what's going on? You sure can. Just give me just a second. How much are the Pokemon loose cartridge for the 3DS? I have that at 47 Canadian, but it is kind of stained. It's not in the best shape. That was nice. Just on the label, it's like darkened at the top. But I did try it. It does work. They only made it to Gym 2 or something. 2 badges or something. Kind of pathetic. Alright. So. Some stuff around real quick. Can't get this camera in there. Yeah. So for GameCube, we have Wind Waker, Sonic Adventure, Super Monkey Ball 2, Lost Kingdoms. I will do a lot better on that because the center of it's cracked. It's not broken. It's just cracked. It does still work. I played through the whole game like that. Most Wanted, X-Men Legends, Spider-Man, NFL, or Madden, NBA, Splinter Cell, Magical Melody, Freestyle Metal X, Twilight Princess, Tarzan, Return of the King, Four Swords, Sonic Adventure, Paper Mario, Super Mario Sunshine, Yu-Gi-Oh, and Sonic Heroes. Any Pokemon? We have Heart Gold with the Pokewalker. No case though. And then we also have Ultraman for the 3DS. And then if you're looking for high dollar Switch, we have Sword and Shield with expansion pass. What are you thinking? These prices are also Canadian. I'm not sure where you're from. I wish it would tell me. When I click on like the buyer's name, it should say, "Hey, I converted from CAD to USD." Okay. Maybe some. I'd like to move some stuff, so I just have the manual crease in the corner there. It does have this other manual thing. I don't want to mess it up just to show you. I looked at this the other day. How to do stuff on camera. Yeah, it's like a Nintendo Power ad thing. This is really good. Small little scratch on it. I did test that. Did work good. How much for Shield? Pokemon Shield with expansion pass is 220 Canadian. It's 220 instead of 240 because it has liquid damage on the insert. But on the shelf, you can't tell. And that's normally all they'll end up being. So 120 USD. I don't know what that is in Canadian. I'll have to look it up. That would be a little low. Yeah, it might. Do you want me to put it in there and see what it says? Yeah, that'll be easier, I think. Sometimes it's not too bad, and sometimes it's just silly. Let me just weigh it right quick. 6 ounces with packing materials, it'd be like 9-ish. Temporary listing. Princess, Grand Cube, CLB. Uh, All right, it's pinned there at its retail price just to kind of see how much the shipping is for you. Well, it's not too bad. I bought, or I was gonna buy something the other day. It was just a pack of Pokemon cards. So let's just use this magic pack as an example. This big, this heavy, so nothing, and it was $23 shipping. That's from Canada. And when I went on the what's his name, Clover Cards, to buy a pack from him, it was $36 shipping. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, I don't know. I joined a stream last night and I won a giveaway, so I got free shipping. That's the only way I'll ever buy anything because the shipping. I'm in like rural Nova Scotia, so for shipping to come to me is just brutal. Haley, what's going on? But yeah, if you wanted to make an offer on Twilight Princess, I did click accept offers. I don't think I could go that low on it, but maybe somewhere in the middle there. If I do sell that, I'm probably just gonna rebuy it for the Wii U. I own it like 3 times on the Wii, and I own it on GameCube. I know, but you can get the version with the amiibo. It's still cheaper than you can get that one. Yeah, well, um, 25. I don't know what that is. I would do 135 on it USD. After the fees, I'll get like $140 or something at that point. I almost paid that much for it when I bought it. The fees are brutal, man. If there wasn't fees on here, I would stream every night and I would give people crazy deals. But eBay charges it equals out being like 20% on eBay. Poshmark is 20. I just can't go 135. Well, I don't know what the fees end up being on here. They charge you, I think it's 8%, and then there's a transaction fee, which is 2 or 3%. So it's like 12% or something. But Whatnot is the lowest fees going. Plus, they don't fee you on the shipping. eBay will charge you fees on what they paid for shipping. It's silly. It makes no sense. Um, Yeah, well, if you want to offer 130, that should be something close to what I was hoping to get. It's 130 USD to CAD, 178. Yeah, that's close enough. Well, make the offer on there. We'll see if it converts right. It might. It is in really good shape. I was gonna keep it, and that way I could have Twilight Princess on the Wii, the Wii U, and the GameCube. But I only really need it once. Well, maybe I'll just keep it for the Wii. So I have it for the Wii. I think this one is pretty good shape. Let's see. Yeah, that one's pretty good. One little scratch on it there. No manual. On the Wii, it's only like $25 or something. But the motion controls make it kind of wonky. I don't know if you have to. I think you do. It's like they forced the motion controls in there just because, and it's very frustrating. I'm more of a controller guy myself, or if I have the option, maybe I'll do it once in a while, like just for the novelty. But to being forced into using the motion controls is bullshit. I think it's not right. But that's probably why that one is $25 and that one is $220 or 215 or whatever it is. I think you have to skip on it because tax and shipping is 150. Oh, I didn't know that. That's weird. Hmm. I've got that stupid Lynx crossbow training thing. I got that right after I got my Wii, I think. Really? It says 2006 on it. 2006. Weird. What's going on, Zip? Yeah, taxes, man. That sucks. I'd love to sell it to you though, if you change your mind or knock it down to 125 if that helps. Yeah, it's expensive. Okay, it came out like a month later then. Yeah. So I got my Wii December 2006, which sounds insane. Didn't think it was that long ago. It was a wonky cartridge slot. Was it because it was that? But yeah, if 125 is what it takes to get the sale, make it a little bit better. If not, maybe I will keep it. Our traps. What's going on? Up to you though. It's all good. Yep, all good. Harry the General. What's going on? Well, it's one of those things. Well, yeah. I'd rather it stay here than you go without something. So yeah, you can stay and chat if you want. It's all good. Send me a follow. I'll follow you back. Or I already did. What do you got for DS or GBA? There's a whole bunch. What are you looking for? I don't mind chatting with you at all. It's fun. It's a good chat. I did not know that the Wii one came out first. That's weird. Thanks. I hope so too. Hopefully, I saw more than I did the other night. I was on for 3 hours and sold nothing. Pokemon for the DS. I have Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Darkness. I think it's CIB. Yeah. Whoever had it, they made it to the first mission and then they never played it again. If I'd found you earlier, I would have bought some Geeky games from you in like a bundle. You can still do that. And if you're looking for anything else other than GameCube, I have a little bit of everything. What I have pictured is like a 30-second of what I have for sale. It's just I can't get it all on the table all at once. I did not like the most recent Zelda, that weird, the one where you're playing as Zelda. I couldn't get over it. It was more a puzzle game than a Zelda game. I don't know. I was not a fan. Path of Radiance. No. Is that for GameCube? Any Zelda for DS? Or what were you asking for? I can't remember now. DS or GBA? Yeah. I have Phantom Hourglass. And then I also have um, I don't know where it went. I have Phantom Hourglass CIB. I have Phantom Hourglass Loose. This, believe it or not, is Spirit Tracks, but the label's gone and somebody bid it. But it does still work. That's the cheapest way for anybody to play Spirit Tracks. I do not have Path of Radiance. It looks like somebody put it in their mouth, and that's probably why the labels tore off it. But it does still work. I played it for like 20 minutes the other day just to make sure it was all good. I got a lot of weird stuff. Like some of the GameCube games have teeth marks in them from my old Pug. The Pug would just go ham on these games. Not really. I got a weird aftermarket one I'd let go. The few I have kind of go with the consoles. An orange and a white. The orange one I have needs a new stick put in it, I think. And the stick's on order. I'm gonna buy a GameCube from Japan, the Spice Orange one. with the matching controller, and then I'm going to put a Raspberry Pi in it. But I've already done 4 now. I've soldered in the Raspberry Pi. Just turn it on and boot into the thing, get all the games for free. That's how I like doing it, but that's totally legal. The physical game is always better. That's why I have the physical games too. Yeah, the Spice Orange. I want to get like the one with the matching Game Boy player and stuff. Um, I do have 360 games. Is there anything particular you're after? Because I have like 2 or 3 boxes. I think I went through them the other day for you, Zip. About a week or two ago now. I've been trying not to buy and trying just to sell because I spent way too much way too quick, and I'm laid off from my job right now. So it's kind of money is not as loose as it should be. Michael Mick, what's going on? Didn't realize how you're trying to trade your Switch OLED. I wish you could trade on whatnot, but no, I have a Switch OLED and a Switch 2. Yeah, I don't really need another Switch OLED. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Longer cable would be nice. I had to buy cable extensions. Oh, that's nice. I have the Tears of the Kingdom one. I thought that the Scarlet and Violet one was weird. It's like Japan high school themed or whatever. It's like very. Oh, that's cool. Right before the Switch 2 come out, I had a deal on Temu that was going to give me a Switch OLED brand new in the box for like $230, and I said no. And I was kind of like regretting it. And then I ended up getting a Tears of the Kingdom Switch OLED on trade. So I'm still happy with that. I like the Switch OLED. It's kind of got its place, but the Switch 2 is so good. The Switch 2 is so good that it makes me not even want to touch a Switch again. Do you have many loose games? Like without the cases? I'm getting it tomorrow. I live like an hour and 40 minutes from my local GameStop, and I was gonna go up today, but I decided against it. I traded stuff in towards it like months ago because they were giving extra trade in. So I ended up trading like two $40 Switch games and getting Donkey Kong, but now I got to drive an hour and 40 minutes to get it. The Switch and Switch 2 game carts are the same size. So I have these that I 3D printed, and they fit your loose games, including Switch 2, and they slide into a regular game case, and then you can put your loose games in them. That way, you only have to carry around one little case instead of like a bunch, or like if you didn't want to carry a carrying case, because like for my Steam Deck, I have a protector that slides over the screen, so I don't like actually put it in a case. Yeah, I was gonna 3D print a Pokedex looking thing, but these were pretty simple. I printed them today, and I think they're awesome. I just had the kids are awful. I They lose the cases, and they between the houses and stuff, the cases go missing. Yeah, well, that's why I have so many loose DS games. So I have these loose DS games, and then I have double that to my left that you can't see. I didn't lose any of mine. They just got chewed up. Which one is bad that I can show you? I think Sonic Heroes is the worst. I had to throw a couple out. Sonic Heroes is the worst. Like, look, like the pug just ate it. Like, look at the chew marks. And I had one game, he chewed the disc. This disc is pretty good. But he chewed the disc on one of them. And my actual GameCube, I left the disc tray open, and he chewed the disc tray. It does still work, but the disc tray is chewed. Yeah, well, that's cool. I I had a brother that liked to take the discs and throw them around like frisbees, so that was fun. Yeah, the if you look at the prices, loose versus CIB for GameCube games, it would make you very sad. Oh wow, that's pretty good. I've been looking for the Master Quest one. I was a kid with ADHD and autism. Well, that's a mix. I'm pretty sure I'm just undiagnosed. Mitchkey, what's going on? Welcome in. Was it you that had the stream last night that I was watching? Can't remember. I think it was you. Yeah, right on, buddy. Picked up TH3 and 4 Switch today. What's that? Oh, Tony Hawk. Tony Hawk. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. I refuse. It's just a code in the box, is it not? All right. See you next time, Lana. Be sure to follow my other streams if you want to see some more, or if your wallet gets a little more forgiving. Yeah, that's a crock of shit. So I was gonna get it. Do they offer an upgrade? Can you buy the upgrade pack? Yeah, see, that's fucking bullshit. I was so close to buying Sonic Generations or whatever for the normal Switch, and then they announced it'd be on the Switch 2. Like, okay, I'll just buy the original one and then I'll upgrade to the Switch 2 when I get it. And then I find out, no, you can't. And I asked the person at GameStop, what should I do? They said, well, it's going to be full game on the cart, not a game cart, not a game key, nothing. So I pre-ordered it and I picked it up, and it's a freaking game key. But I'd rather it be a game key than a code in the box. 180 Canadian, but I am flexible. The label is really good. A little bit of wear on the top. A little bit on the bottom there, maybe a little bit there. But overall, it's in pretty good shape. A couple nicks back here. Minimal rust or anything. They've announced that Sonic Crossworlds is full game on cart because of the backlash they got from Sonic being the game key. Because apparently their sales for it were like a 16th of what they're expecting. But they're re-releasing a game from years ago and expecting $70 Canadian. I did get it, but I'm not happy about it. I'd rather it be a GameCube code and box. Code and box is the biggest crock of shit. Why even bother at that point? You might as well just buy it digitally. I've also heard that. It's mostly because everybody spent their entire budget for the year of video games on the system because it's a $700 system. It's kind of like when the PS5 and the Series X come out. Um, the Series X and PS5 game sales were not the best because you can still play the PS4 and Xbox One games. There's not really many exclusives yet. I think that with Donkey Kong being as good as it apparently is, it'll go up. People will realize, hey, the Switch 2 is actually pretty cool. Maybe we should play Switch 2 games. The best implement of the Switch 2 upgrade pack type of thing is Scarlet and Violet. Free upgrade, and it's perfect. That's the best implement. The second best implement is the upgrade pack for the Fantasy Life, because Fantasy Life, it's only $3.50 to upgrade it. But they didn't offer a North American release of the physical copy. What a crock of shit. I had to order mine from Japan. Cost almost as much as Donkey Kong by the time I got it. But I started playing it today, and it's really good. Like, really, really good. And I'm only an hour in, so I'm pumped. I really don't need Donkey Kong. If I didn't have it pre ordered and paid for, I would wait. Because at some point, these things have to go on sale. But with all Nintendo stuff, the prices only dip so far. Yeah, it's $114 in Nova Scotia after tax. I heard it was 20 hours long, but that somebody spent 2 hours in the beginning level, so they weren't worried about it. I feel like if you're rushing through it, you might get 15, but if you're trying to really enjoy yourself, you'll get 30 out of it. And then you can sell it for $80 Canadian still because there's still 100, and then you'll be fine. I'm not sure what to think about ZA, to be honest. It looks interesting, but yeah, that sounds about right, Mitchie. That's kind of what I heard. We probably watched the same video or read the same article or something. Um, ZA looks good for what it is, but it's no Legends Arceus. I'm holding my excitement because, ugh. Guaco, what's going on? I got excited for Mind's Eye because of all the hype, and I bought it, and it sucked. So I'm trying not to be excited for anything right now. I couldn't beat it. I couldn't get through it. The story is great. The gameplay is shit. I like the story a lot. If they made the game actually fun or like not so dated, like you can play any 20-year-old game that has more features than that fucking thing. Helldivers, I've had it since day one on PC. It's fun with friends, but if you don't have any friends, it's not fun. Kind of like Stardew Valley for me. I've got like 100 hours in Stardew Valley just on my PC, and 98 of them are with friends. Oh, you do have friends? That's good. I wasn't implying that you didn't have friends. Shit. Or maybe I was. Mitch has imaginary ones. Well, you have friends when you're streaming and people are bidding on stuff because they want good deals, so they're your friend then. People are so nice till you say no to an offer. I don't know, man. You got some good prices on stuff. If I had more money right now, there's more I'd buy. But I'm trying to sell right now. I'm laid off from work, and I was trying to buy and sell to try to get through the layoff, but I've bought and bought and bought and haven't really sold much. So it's kind of like a weird, weird time. I don't want people to feel bad for me. It's just it's a shitty time. I'm a Red Seal mechanic by trade, so this is kind of more of a hobby. But I always kind of grew up wanting to have a video game or trading card store. And when I said it growing up, everybody laughed at me and said, "Why would you want to do that? There's no money on that." And now they're like, "Oh, maybe you could make a go at that." So, but yeah, Red Seal Mechanic and no work. Yeah, we charge $140 or $150 an hour Canadian, and it's a rural town. And 2 minutes up the road, the next shop charges 70. So literally like half of our labor rate. So if somebody comes in for four tires to be changed, we charge like almost $200 at the door dealership, right? Which is ridiculous. Then go down the road and have it done for 60. And they are Red Seal down the road. I'm actually good friends with the people that work down the road, and they do quality work for 70. And they're booking sometimes 3, 4 months ahead. They're very limited space. See, I'm in rural Nova Scotia, so people have sort of kind of some money, but our the main income of most of Nova Scotia, or rural Nova Scotia anyway, is the lobster fishery. Between lobster and scallops and seafood and stuff. And recently, there's been illegal fishing, and they can't do anything about it because of treaties and stuff. And it's completely ruined the economy. So nobody has any money. Everybody's broke because the main money coming in has been almost halved or quartered of what it was even 3 years ago. During COVID, when nobody could do anything, the economy was better. So it's kind of a mess right now. Nobody can afford, like, everybody can just afford the bare minimum. So I asked for a job there, they said they could only hire me at like $10 less an hour than I was making. So I'm kind of holding out. Plus, they don't have a free bay right now because they're only a small like 2 or 3 bay shop. So it's kind of a mess. But yeah, where it's rural Nova Scotia, there's not really much going on. Flying freak, what's going on? I appreciate it. I've got 4 kids, so it's kind of a mess. Unemployment keeps me going until October or something, and then I'm in a big mess. So got to figure something out before then. I'll probably still do this though. Stan Hodo, what's going on? Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, I got quite a bit of stuff for sale. I been kind of collecting Nintendo stuff, thinking it would fly off the shelves, and It sort of moves, but nothing like it used to. It should have been on here during COVID, but at that point it was still all in U.S. currency. Yeah, summer's always slow. That makes sense. Is anybody after like a expensive Wii game? I got this in a trade. There's a little bit of liquid damage on the label, but barely. I think it's like a $60 game, $60 or $70 game. There's a little bit of liquid damage on it. You can tell. Hard to see. You can see it there. 2024 was a good summer selling. I was buying in 2023. I was on here almost every night bidding on auctions on. There was a few different ones. The card plugs, and I'm really bad with names. But anyway, there was 3 or 4 people on here I was buying from like almost weekly, and it's kind of dried up for a while. Whatnot was kind of barren for Canadian sellers, and I see now like the whole the whole of Whatnot is kind of coming together, and everybody's kind of selling a little bit here and there, and everybody's getting along, and it's good to see because I was kind of like when Whatnot first came out, I was kind of on here watching, and I've seen its ups and downs, and I'm happy to be actually selling on here. JD Parsons, what's going on? The Tingle. It's a good community. Whatnot is pretty good. I'd rather sell on Whatnot than eBay. I'd sell on Poshmark if the friggin' markup wasn't 20%. Crazy. I think Whatnot's happening spot. Whatnot Canadian community is great. It's just mainly sellers. Well, a lot of the sellers are actually buyers too, which makes it cool. I've seen a lot of people that sell actually going to buy. Like Greenlee. Greenlee bought from me 3 or 4 times. I seen he streamed the other day. He seems all right. Yeah, I mean, if we're all supporting each other and stuff, I mean, it's we won't get as far as we could if there was a lot more buyers. But I don't know Whatnot when they first come to Canada or whatever. They were advertising like crazy all over the place, and that's how I found it. It was just a Facebook ad, and I haven't seen any ads for Whatnot in at least a year. I was stoked when someone from Egypt bought from me. That sounds like a mess. I don't want. It's bad enough when I ship to the states because they're so picky on the weight and the size and the this and that. And for some reason, every time I go to input that stuff in, it says it's charging me a label upcharge. I'm sure there's something I'm doing wrong. The instructional videos on here teaching you how to sell stuff is a mess. Because like yeah, I can add the items in. I got a scale, so I'll weigh how much it costs or weigh how much it weighs. But I don't know what kind of box I'm going to put it in until I'm done. Because what if the person buys 3 or 4 more things, and then when the stream's all done, it just defaults to 15 by 15 by 15 centimeters. I go to change it, and then it charges me a label charge. Well, that's what I thought. So the last 3 I've sent out, I haven't changed the anything. I just click generate label, print it out, slap it on, and I haven't had any issues. But you'd think that they'd care how big the package is. But if it's going to charge me every time I put the actual dimensions in, I'm not going to do that. I just don't get it. Well, if weight's all that matters, screw it. I'll just click whatever on whatever. But the US ones, it'll let me change the size for free. The Canada ones, it wants to charge me a label up charge. I don't understand. So the last one I sold was to Greenlee, and I just sent it normal. I generated the label, slapped it on there. They said good. So I don't know. We are hated as Canadians. Yeah, I was playing Squad, and I don't know if you guys know what Squad is. It's a open world shooter thing, and one of the you got to choose your faction, and when you choose your faction, everybody in the whole match, all 100 people or whatever, can talk to each other. And they were trying to choose between the Russians and the Canadians, and they were shit talking Canada bad. And these actually Russian people were shit talking Canada, and the States people were shit talking Canada, and it was just a mess. I didn't dare mention that I was from Canada. Oh, it was bad. Oh, I don't know. We're like the friendliest innocent fox. Well, the most what do they call that? The human trafficking capital of Canada is 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from me. Halifax. And Halifax for the most dangerous city in Canada. But ever since all these gun smuggling stuff come into Toronto, it's kind of a mess. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know. There's barely any crime anywhere though. Like just theft. There's rarely a murder or anything. Like compared to the States, we're good. I'll just be right back. Hang on. Good old Hastings, baby. Yeah, I don't know. My town hasn't had a murder in a long time, and I don't know. I had somebody steal some toonies out of my cup holder the other day. Should lock the car. I had somebody. They broke into my van and they let off a fire extinguisher. I didn't even have one, so they brought their own fire extinguisher, emptied the entire fire extinguisher in my van, and then left. They stole my scene card, so I guess they're trying to use my points. Um, I don't know. They left a bunch of my stuff on the road. They're not. I mean, I had enough points on there. You could have got a couple free movies or something, but Christ. It costs $1,300 to have the van professionally cleaned, and it was still never the same. Um, Whenever we turned the vents on, like dried fire extinguisher stuff would blow in your face and stuff. It was awful. I insurance wouldn't cover it. Said that without any witnesses or whatever, they weren't covering it. I don't know. I heard that fire extinguisher stuff does delete fingerprints, and when we asked the police about that, they said it wasn't worth their time at all. We tried to like get somebody to look at it, and they said, "Well, maybe we'll try to fingerprint it," and then they never came. And when we asked, they said, "Oh, we're not interested in pursuing it at this time." Then you just see them sit at Tim Hortons all day, like fuck. I've had a lot of really good cops that I've dealt with. I've also had a lot of really not good cops I've dealt with. You want to see something that sucks? I just reshelled this Game Boy. I don't know if you can tell in the video. The screen is crooked. Apparently, in these shells, they're not quite cut out right, so they don't center the screen when you put the screen in. The screen is slightly crooked this way. That's annoying. But yeah, the reshell turned out pretty good. Do 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 do. We had a couple people ask about some stuff, but nobody seems to want to buy anything tonight, which is fine. I'll stay on for a bit longer. I'm dying to play more of that Fantasy Life game. That's pretty good. Fantasy Life for the Switch, but I'm playing it on the Switch too. It's a $3 upgrade on the shop. No, I haven't played Super Mario Kart like this in a long time. World makes this look like crap. Well, this reminds me more of the Super Nintendo version than anything. I ordered my DK amiibo from Amazon. They throw the thing. There it is. Because my local GameStop, my local game store doesn't get amiibos in, and my local GameStop said if you didn't pre-order it, sucks to be you, you can't have one. So Amazon had stock. I personally, I don't use the amiibos. I think it's stupid. I think that well, I just collect them kind of like I do the Funko Pops or whatever. They look really cool. I don't know, man. GameStop. Some days, depending on the guy, it's all right. But I know if I had a game store, I could give really good customer service. Like butchering Mario Kart while trying to show off this that works. I've never seen one of these micros before I got this one, and I really like it. I just don't need it. And this one comes with an aftermarket charger, not the original. They're a weird charger, man. The big hole, but it works. Great quality screen, amazing. Like the color you get out of that is really good. The only thing comparable to it, I just put the V5 whatever in this. I reshelled this and I put this. Let's see what game I'm gonna play. Zelda. Make a mess. Hang on. Bear with me. This SP, I was trying not to sell this. This is a custom reshell. It's got all the different brightness modes, 15 levels of brightness. I can't remember how to get in the menu. There's a way to get into like a menu and choose the grid lines and stuff. But this one I got to take it back apart because the screen's a little crooked. They sell it. You can 3D print a brace for it that puts it in the right spot. I didn't know when I put it together, so I might leave it. I just it had a bad screen and it was a 001, so I wanted to put a screen in it and did a reshell at the same time. I have one Game Boy Advance for sale. This is the AGS 101, so it has the better screen in it. Let me get that game back in there. They fit funny when you get a price tag on them. Cartridges. Capcom. Capcom made the Minish Cap? That's weird. Yeah. So this is the AGS 101. It's got the backlit screen. Screen's in really good shape. A couple nicks in it here or there, of course, because it's old. A few nicks in the body there. Obviously, very bright screen. I would say this would be a good candidate for a reshell. I was going to reshell this one myself, but after I did the last one, I wasn't really interested in doing another one. The last one I did was the third one, and I think that's enough for me for now. Oh, labels. But yeah, this is an AGS 101. Yes, it is pink. I think this is the best candidate for a reshell. All the buttons work really good. They got a good sound to them. The battery does charge. It is good. I have a charger for it, just not in front of me. The screen's very bright. I had a 001 growing up, and I remember being like, well, it's got a backlit screen. It's got to be better than the normal Advance. And it was, but not by much. As soon as you got it in the sun, you might as well not even bother. Whereas this one, that is a bright screen. Like, you can see it on the video, how bright that is. The only thing I compare that to is the micro. So, very crisp. I have this one in the shop if you're interested. I got it in the trade deal. If I hadn't have just bought the one that I put this screen in, I would have just did it in that one. But if you're interested, let me know. I'll be open to offers. I'd like to move some stuff tonight. NES Classics. I have one. Pac-Man. And it's $17 Canadian. Yeah. Mario Kart is 22, so you'd be looking at whatever that is together. 39? Yeah, somebody else is smarter than me. That's all right. Had a long day. Or if you wanted the Game Boy Advance, we could do a better deal for all of it. Just the charger's in another room, I think. It's in a box or a tote box somewhere. But it will come with a charger. I have a brand new one in the box, so I can't find the charger comes with it. Trying to get games and play on my DS Lite before I get an SP. That's fair. I remember I sold my Game Boy after I got a DS Lite, and I hated playing Game Boy games on the DS Lite because you only either do the top or the bottom screen, and it just didn't feel right to me. I was not a fan. The best way to play Game Boy Advance games is either on this or the Game Boy Player. I do have one with a disc, if anybody needs one. But it would be $220 or so. I should have sold it a couple years ago when they were over 300, but I didn't want to sell it. But no, if you watched a couple videos, it's actually not hard at all to reshell these Game Boys. And this pink one here is the perfect example. But also, the pink one is worth way more than the other ones. So maybe you just want to leave it pink with the scratches and stuff and deal with it. WPS Core, what's going on? But yeah, Harry, let me know. We can do a deal either way. If you always just want to buy some games, you can buy some games, or if you want to do a bundle deal, we can do a bundle deal. The best part about the Game Boy Advance is you can also play the older games on it. Oh, you want to play Godzilla? You just put it in and you play it. You can go widescreen or normal screen. Original Game Boy games and Game Boy Color games do not work in a DS Lite. I found that out when I got my DS, sold my Game Boy, and went to go play Tetris. No Tetris for me. I hate these games that have the passwords. Man, that's annoying. Oh, yes, sir. How do I shoot him? It's an interesting game. Funny how far games have come. Like I just played Fantasy Life, and now I'm running around as Godzilla, like that. I was on the dim mode. Didn't even notice. This is such a good screen in it. This would make somebody an awesome SP. Heck, is that a bird that shoots missiles? But yeah, best way to play Game Boy games is on a Game Boy. Who'd have thought? Or the Game Boy Player. The Game Boy Player for the GameCube is my second favorite way to play them. Another underrated thing is playing Harvest Moon on the GameCube and connecting it to the Mineral Town game. That's cool. I think that's how it works. Maybe it isn't. Maybe you just connect to a Game Boy. I can't remember. I think you do connect it to the. I don't remember now. I remember I used to connect my Game Boy to Animal Crossing, and I'd go to like a weird island or something. There was a lot of weird things back then. Obviously, you're not supposed to solicit sales outside the app, but I do have a YouTube channel going now. It's just PlayForge3D is the username. So on there, I'm doing 3D printing and gaming content. I posted today for the first time, and I have over 1,000 views, I believe, in 6 hours. So it doesn't sound like a lot, but for the first posts, the first two video posts, first day, brand new account, I think it's pretty good. Only got like 100 on TikTok between both videos. Yeah, we're sitting at 1,100 views in 6 hours. So that's not too bad. But if anybody wanted to follow me on there, you're welcome to. Who's still in here? Hey, I'll take Ogre Battle. Sorry, I'm playing this silly game with my kids. Okay, yeah, that's all right. I'll run it for you. Just hang on. It's a hard game to find. I was lucky to find this one. I never thought I would. I thought it was fake at first because I got it in a bundle with two other fake games, but I did take it right apart and make sure it was legit. I have pictures somewhere on my phone of it taken apart with the actual circuit board, but 100% it is legit. The Mario Kart and Mario Party that come with that lot were not, though. It was very disappointing. I overpaid because I thought I was getting Mario Kart and Mario Party as well. Nintendo 64, condition, loose, Ogre Battle 64, loose, and working condition. Shipping profile. One, let's do 47. Let me do that just to be sure. Yeah, I played it just enough to make sure it worked. I don't know nothing about it. I have a hard time playing the older games lately. I don't know. It's weird. Appreciate the purchase. Is there anything else you're interested in? I have other N64 games if you want to look at those. Not many of that caliber, but just to save on the shipping, right? I'm gonna put the back to that. But it's up to you. I know the shipping is silly sometimes. Yeah, I've never played it except for just to test it. But yeah, I appreciate your purchase. I've been collecting on 64 again this year. I have a bunch of weird ones. I got a lot of wrestling that are pretty cheap. I have, this typical Mario 64. No. I might be getting a Smash Bros, but I don't have it right now. I'll grab them. Just hang on. Okay. Yeah, I have one in the works. Just waiting on the guy to get back to me. I have Cruising World. I have Mario 64. I have NHL 99. I have GoldenEye. I have WF Warzone with a bunch of tape on it. I have Mayhem. I have WF Attitude. Another Warzone with a bad label. Mario 64. And Wave Race. Mostly just common stuff. I think Cruising World's pretty good, but yeah, the label's a little funky on this one. It looks like the label's good in most of it, but there was tape on it, and somebody tried to peel the tape off. Got the wrestling one. Yeah. I had the black wrestling one, um, but it was so corroded and rusty. I sold it as untested on anything. I didn't want to take the risks on it to somebody. I took it apart and it was just a mess. Giggles. Did you need any of the other ones I had there for N64? BK? If not, I'll put them back away. It's fine. It might look like a big desk, but there's actually not much room. I apparently haven't put prices on these yet. So let me take a quick look. Sorry, typing fast. Oh no, it's all good. Let me turn that off. Why is it doing that? Technical difficulties. 20 bucks. It says it's worth like 28 or something loose, but where the label's kind of funky, I was thinking 20 bucks. All right. Was there any other ones you were thinking? I'll just do it as one. I'll set that aside for you. I'm playing this game called Repo with my kids. Is that like the horror themed one? I seen a game something like that, and it looked freaky. Yeah, on Steam, it's pretty fun. Yeah, it looked too much for me. Um, you don't need an N64 console, do you? I got a bunch of black ones, but I got one I just reshelled. That's pretty cool. If you want to see it, I'll show you anyway. They called it like cherry red or something. I don't know. I really like it. I think it's supposed to be like that watermelon fantastic sort of thing. But yeah, that's really cool. And then I have another green reshelled one, and then I have an actual legit green one. And my legit green one does come with the matching controller. I have a couple of my good. Yeah, I have like 7 or 8 or something because I just end up getting lots. Because it's like, oh, I'll pay for the games, get the console for free. And I just ended up getting a bulk of consoles. So I figured I'd reshell the worst shape ones, I'll reshell them. Yeah, I'll add that in there if that's the only other thing you think you want. Retro games, using world. All right, I pinned it to the bottom, BK. Checo Red, what's going on? Anything else for today? A lot more than what's pictured. Telling you that right now. But let me know what you're looking for, and I've probably got it somewhere. I'll set that there for him after he's getting slaughtered. Perfect. I'll set that one aside for you as well. You're welcome. Is there anything else you're after? Maybe not an N64, but got a lot of GameCube stuff here, a lot of DS, 3DS. We have, I think I have an expansion pack somewhere. They've gone up in price crazy. They were $60 6 months ago, and now they're $100. So that's crazy. That's a bad idea. He's semi naked. Sure, welcome in. Anything you're after today? I do a track down a phone charger. I'm at 2%. There, we're good now. All good, boss. Not looking for anything today? That's all right. You can hang out. There's a lot more than what's pictured. I've still got PS2, a lot of Game Boy games, Grumpy Feathers. Looking for original Game Boy, Game Boy Advance. I just 3D printed this thing here. It's got a couple games in it. Metroid Fusion, Harvest Moon, Minish Cap, Mario and Luigi, Scourge Hive. We got a copy of Mega Man 2 with a brand new battery. I don't have an advance yet, so I'm just going Reg. All right. Do you want an advance? We got a nice SP here. Nice SP here. I also have a Game Boy Micro. That thing works amazing. The only thing for color is the Mega Man and the Godzilla Monster Wars, which Godzilla is $20 Canadian, and Mega Man is 60 Canadian, which I think is a good deal because that charts for sometimes $80. I've seen it go up and down, and up and down, and up and down. We had a copy of Aerostar, Mario Land 2, Mario Land 1, which is like brand new, Superman, Tetris, and Tetris 2. Holy crap, I didn't realize it's Canadian. My bad. You can still buy from me. It'll just be significantly cheaper for you. Because like $100 Canadian is like 67 or 70 or something US. Or maybe even less than that. I don't know what it is now. The shipping, I quoted somebody on shipping earlier today for a GameCube game, and they said it was only $10 shipping to the States. So I don't know if that's the case for everybody down there, but that's what the lady said earlier on the stream. But regardless, that's what I have for Game Boy. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Holy shit balls, Batman. Lonely. I'm so lonely. Holy crap, it's Canadian. Can't buy it. I should just go grab my Switch and play the game I want to play. Angle that speak to see better. Welcome in, welcome in. Big league breaks. What's going on? Anything after today? We got a little bit of everything. We have a little bit of everything for almost every console. So if you get a rough idea what you're looking for or what console, I can yank it out and you can give her a gander. I'm sure we can make a deal. Or not. There must be somebody else streaming. Everybody leave mine. Somebody else is streaming right now. I'm just taking on my viewers. That feels good. Canes, what's going on? Galactic Hero. What you guys after tonight? We got a little bit of everything. I don't have a beer. I wish I did. Maybe I should go grab one. Maybe the stream would be better then. I assume you meant cheers. I was just being dad. Christine Sparza, welcome in. You might have already left. Wii console. I might have Wii console. Is there a specific one you're looking for? Regular Wii? Let me take a look. Hang on. I got a white one that's missing a door. I did order doors for it, but I just ordered them the other day. I could probably find a Wiimote for it and the cords. They're just in the other room. I don't even know what a Wii goes for nowadays. Probably not much. If we did like $100, I would give you the cords and the sensor bar and stuff, a Wii remote, and then maybe a couple games I'd throw in. Yeah, it's not the cheapest, I'm sure. The whatnot fees are kind of brutal. But yeah, if you join in like a week or so, I will have the doors for it, like the replacement door. I have 2 or 3 Wii's that look identical to this, missing that door. So maybe next time we'll figure something out once I get the Wii stuff all sorted out. Sound good? It's all good. Yeah, the Wii is actually my favorite console to play GameCube on. It sounds silly. And they're cheaper than a GameCube. Yeah, if there's anything else you're looking for other than Wii, I get a lot of Wii games if you're looking for games. I assume you want the console before you get the games. Well, I might end the stream if nobody else wants to get anything. I'll just end the stream, package up the stuff I sold, and then maybe go live tomorrow or the next day. I might put all the DS stuff away, and for the next stream, I'll be PS2 or something. Swadok.